Hello and welcome back. Right, now then, we have got a lot of work to do, and I've thought we're gonna we're gonna need to send. Right, where is the bailing contract first? Let's just get our thoughts gathered. It's gonna be field 22. That's interesting. That's gonna work out quite well. Right, okay. So we need to grab the starer. And set destination to our field, and we need to grab. Now then, where is everybody? Let's just think. Where have I left everybody? Is everybody here? We have. Now then, what do we need? Yeah, we've got him. Hang on a minute, where are you going? Oh, okay, that's one way to do it, I suppose. Right, okay, Starer. I didn't realise I'd sent you. Thank you, young man. Right, so then we need to grab. Now I know what I did wrong on my last bailing contract. That's because I put two front. Some of the items have got to go in the front, and I put two items. So we need to have the front mower or the windrow on the front. On one, and we need to have. Oh, let's get that. Yeah, we need to have the back mower. This is to take everything in one go. Obviously, we won't be able to take everything in one go at present because the fertilizer job is going to be doing the fertilizing. So we need to grab the. Whoa. Okay. Let's grab the mower. Stabilise this a little bit first. Right. Yeah, we are going to need to drop off the fertiliser and come and fetch. I suppose we can, thinking about it. We have also now got another vehicle which can tow something. So we can take this. That should be fairly equal now. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's certainly not bad. Wow, it's still a bit wobbly though. Whoa. Of course, our other tractor's in the shed with the animals. Yep, I remember now. We need to grab that. Right, let's send this. Might be. I'm not sure it's going to get there. It's a bit. Not perfect. Let's set destination, fields. The gate is about there. No, I'm not. Might do it. It's a bit wobbly though. Set destination. No, it's not that it's unreachable. It's that it's a bit out of control weight-wise. I don't know why. I would have thought the back tractor would have stabilised it, but perhaps front mower and back mower would have been probably the wiser choice for this. Whoa. Yeah, that is careering. Yeah, I can understand why the AI worker could not control that. That is a bit leery. So we should run this. Yeah, it's wobbling all over the place. Whoa, yeah, a crash. Oh yeah, it's absolutely awful. Yeah, we should make sure on the way back we grab the front mower. The Star is one of our smaller. It is the smallest tractor we've got into and lightest. The Zeta's even heavier. Right, so we shall use these two jobs over here. The bailing. At least this is not a massive bailing contract. I want this to be a courseplay tutorial. The last session I did do was way too complex because it was too big. it had been a smaller field, it would have been ideal, which these two are both small. So we'll do one fertiliser contract, and we should do the baling contract, which I would have thought would make the perfect centrepiece of how well, he says, of how well Courseplay can work if the plonker behind it programs it well. I might add, oh, I didn't shut this gate earlier, my bad. Right, we're going to leave everything outside for now. Okay. Right, we have the back mower, so we will... Yeah, it's not the easiest thing to reverse. Just get this on the field. No, I don't think this will be able to cope even... I think the Zeta is the one to do the mowing, if I'm honest. So let's grab the Zeta next. And let's be sensible, actually. I am being silly, aren't I? Let's grab the... and go to field 20. Can you cope? Or are you going to moan? Well, no, you seem to be... Right, we don't need the front loader. Let's grab that. But yeah, let's stick it at the back wall somewhere where it's... just hope I remember I've actually put it here. Okay. Yeah, this is slightly more powerful, but only slightly, than the... yeah, makes 117 horsepower, so it's still quite... and it is still not a heavy... In fact, yeah, actually, looking at it, the Star may be heavier. Wow, I didn't realise that. Please don't tell me he's still there. Oh my life. Seriously? You're charging me for just sitting on my field doing absolutely nothing. And now I don't really think that's terribly fair, so I'm gonna have to fire you. I am sorry, but yeah, let's set this going first. We'll take this and then we will yeah, whoa, it says. Let's set this going. I'm glad we're not going terribly far. It's only just up the road. Oh, it's a beautiful day. I was saying yesterday, last session, about the wanting the weather to be nice, and lo and behold, we have a beautiful May. Absolutely beautiful. Not going to change time until we're actually on the field, because 0.5 is okay, we're just travelling, so we will increase time, but I'm only going to go to 1 because we have a lot to do in this month, so I'm trying to get the time flow correct, especially on a one-day season when we've got such a lot to do. We've got all of our own fields to do, and of course I was a Wally and take too much on. Also have a lot of contracts. Shouldn't have done that. Let's try and squeeze all of that in. We now need to make adjustments. Now that's strange. The if that's the filter, it's translucent. I'm sure that should be solid. Yeah, it looks very strange. So let's get Courseplay going on this to show off its strengths. Oh, trouble is, we won't. We shall get everything to the field. Because of course, when I grab everything, I'm going to grab the focus and you're not going to be able to see what's actually happening. So, in fact, yeah, let's grab the Zeta. Yeah, we're going to need to do this in stages. And then can the... Let's drop that off. Can the gator carry anything? I'm not expecting him to do anything, but can he carry any of these pieces of equipment? Now, I'm not sure what that is. No, obviously it couldn't. Oh, he can. Can he, though? Can he control it? That is the question. Can for towing purposes. That's fantastic. Alright, so now then, can it? Yeah, it's not low centre of gravity. He seems to be managing that nicely. Let's see if he actually can. Set destination. Just on the main road. There's no other vehicle on it, so you are not blocked by an object. Right, we need to grab that on the front and the Anderson on the back. I think we then have everything. Ooh, now please don't tell me. Is this... Oh, I hope this is silage. Whoa. Now, why are you... I'm going to round this away. Why are you not managing that? When I drove it, there was absolutely no problem with it at all. Now you're driving it like it's got no grip. I swear they have different game mechanics. Yeah, they're just like going round and round. Right, okay, let's send the Zeta. This is at least heavier. Surely the workers can grab this correctly. Gordon Bennett. Faffy. It seems to be managing that no problem. Let's see if when a worker grabs it, the same is still to be true. Okay, so set destination. Field 22, the road. Looks good. Oh. Now, why is it coming in the field? Why did it come through the hedge? Oh my life. Do you know, seriously? Do you know, get out. Oh. Now, why, oh why? Gordon Bennett, absolutely ridiculous. No idea why they have the needs to go round when all he got to do is go straight on. AI. Whoa. Does that stand for awful intelligence? Or is it artificial? Or are they synonymous with being one and the same? Yes. It is quite amazing though how they can be absolutely astronomically wise. I saw earlier on my Erlang route when I was trying to go through a tutorial for Courseplay, one of the AI workers actually scanned ahead and realised that the grass had already been cut, and then probed the field and found the exact place that it should have done to actually get on with doing that. And I was amazed at the intelligence that it sort of showed. That was artificial intelligence, and it was quite amazing. And then you get the opposite, where they just go and do the stupidest of things. Right, let's grab the last thing then. is quite amazing that he's managing to do this. Oh, it's nice and fast as well. Yeah, don't know what horsepower this is actually. I'm not sure what the gator is. Whoa, nearly. Seriously. Does it tell you anywhere it's horsepower? Can't see anything. Not on the actual, you know. Quite sure it does somewhere. Just not where it's nice and fast. It's pulling this very well. Quite impressed with this, to be honest. Very impressed. Glad you did manage the 8-ton seed tender very well. No, we're not going to need this straight away. So, right, on to course play then. Let's get cracking. Let's get the fertiliser one done first, because we do need this tractor for part of the job. We shall set this first. So then, tutorial. Let's change the look. So then, first order of business is get yourself onto the field. Okay, right. Then, I'm hoping this remembers the course we did last time, so I can show you something not to look for. Right, okay, then we need to go into the worker screen. Ah, it has. See that that's got the course from last time? This is what I was getting wrong previously. Okay, so it's got a loaded course, evidenced by the fact you can see all those lines. So, we need to... Most of the time you would click on Create Job. Unfortunately, if you go to Course Play, it would know that you've actually got that. So you need to go to this and... Sorry, this. And you need to clear current course. So there is no lines. Look at that, now 17 is cleared. There is no active course. Now we have never recorded a course on field 20, so we create a job. And for some reason, let's put our point up there. We don't want that. We want to course... Ah, brilliant. Now course play has put the crosshairs over the tractor, which is perfect. So we now need to generate a course, and again this is a small one, so I'm going to go for one headland. Yep, that's correct. Overlap of 10%, and we are going to generate the course. There we go. That's, yeah, spot on. Now we close that and see. Yeah, that seems to be fine. One single headland. It's going a little bit closer to the lines, but unfortunately that is because of the actual course itself. Now then, if we were saving this course, we would now go save course and activate to open the thing, and this is field 17, and this too is the 42 meter, and we click OK. It's not actually 17, you plonker. Save course, it is field 20, 42 meters. That's better. Brilliant. Okay, so then we go back. Now we need to click on. We've got that course chosen. We've got that literally visible, but you notice the crosshairs have gone. So we go back to create job, even though we aren't creating the job. And yes, again the crosshairs are in the wrong position. Ah, no, they aren't. We're not on course. That's right. Now they are. Now it should start at the very first waypoint. The course crosshairs are on us. All we need to do now is click on start job, and then if we have done our job correctly, we should be able to sit back and watch course play. Now I've left the lines on purpose. I will be switching them on. This is just for the to show people how good. Those would not normally be visible. You can switch them off completely, but I personally, as most people do, prefer to see start and stop. so you can see where you're going to and where you're going from. That is the most frequently used settings that most people who use Courseplay actually do. So we shall leave this now, because you can see the endpoint just there, that little red sign over there. So then now let's get our other Courseplay. We want to get the Zeta, the Proxima. Let's drop the back. We need the front mower, back mower even. I think this is the only one that's capable of actually mowing. I'm not sure the Star can quite cope with the horsepower of both, but I may be wrong. Okay, and we'll grab the windrower for this little tractor because it will easily manage that. It's such a small windrower. Horsepower requirements are going to be very small. Now we're creating a course, so we need everything off this field. So the Star is off. Or we also need to shut the gate, because that look. Oh, I don't know. We might get away with that. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we probably can get away with that. Okay, let's grab rear mower. We don't need to worry about unfolding when you're using Courseplay. Courseplay will unfold all implements as well, or use Store and FS19. So it's not something you have to worry about. Don't overthink it, because Courseplay will do most things. We are starting at this point, or we are on the field edge at this point, so it should probably try to create the course from this point. That is the standard Courseplay setting. So we're there. We now need to create a job, and we need to put it on Courseplay. We need to generate. It's field 22, 12.8 feet is indeed. Now this one, number of headlands 10. No, we'll just go for 3, I think. In fact, in case there's trees, we'll go for 3, and we've got 10% overlap, and we want to generate. Fantastic. Well, it's a bigger field than it looks actually. Right, brilliant. Okay. Now, because we're wanting to save this, if we just wanted to not save it, we could just hit. Note the crosshairs are right above where we are. We would actually be able to start the job, but we wanted to save this. So we go save course, activate field 22, and it is. I'm going to put mowing. We would have to change this though at a later date if we changed our mowing setup. So I'm usually a little bit more accurate than that, but I'm not exactly sure what the combined is. So right, let's go back, and we want to go back to Courseplay, and we want to go to this screen, and we want to go to create job even though we're not creating. Go back to Courseplay. The crosshairs are back on, and it is starting at first waypoint, so everything is good for us to go start the job, and then we shall see if it does take notice. There's the start points. We haven't got the lines on. I'm going to leave the lines off this time. Let's see how Courseplay copes with this course. Approximately still doesn't seem perfect with this setup, but it is on the edges of. Right, okay, perfect. But we need him to actually have done a little bit before we set the windrower off. Let's have a look how the fertilising is going. Oh, I do wish we didn't have to switch so much off to get this visible. Okay. Should be going for the in section now. Yeah, lovely. It's very, you can see it's literally following the field edge exceptionally closely. It's very good. You can also notice it has missed that little tiny bit of the corner due to the way that the mowers were. Now, why did it miss that bit there? Yeah, but again, sometimes some of the edges of the field aren't accurate. It's classed as where it does the headland and it's not part of the field, so therefore the mower doesn't cut. It's like you don't own your own land, so that's nothing to do with course play. Right, okay then, let us grab the starer. Let's grab the windrower. Set this going with a couple of headlands the same as the mowing. Let's set him in almost the exact same place so that when the mower does, if the mower did catch up with us, it would be going around us. Right, okay then, let's set that. He's missed a tiny touch, but the mower. Okay, so then course play. Max, create job. Now see, the max has got that as well, so we need to remember first of all to clear the course. Clear the current course. Now the lines have gone. Now create job, and we want to course play, and note the crosshair is on us. Open the generator. We only want, yeah, 2 headlands. Let's stick to that exactly the same, and the rest is up and down. Generate course. Yeah, there will be some. Let's save this. What do we want? Field 22. Save. Come on 1 second. Let's just go back a minute. Let's create job. Course play. Open generator. Does it let you do? It has to be feet. Can't change this to meters. Only thinking, not. I don't prefer meters. It's just deactivated. Surely you've got the choice between meters or feet. It doesn't look like it is. It's a shame. Okay, right, what it is then. I'm gonna have to get used to feet in case instead of what I normally am. So if we go to create job, course play, open generator, so it's 12 feet to generate, close, save, activate, 22, 12 foot. It means nothing to me at the minute, but it will eventually. Okay, escape, go back to that and create job, even though we're not creating a job. Go to course by field work. We don't need to generate because we already have. It should be now a matter of going go. Now we need to, always nearly finished. Oh please, why is the, oh, those did matter. Oh well, this is all good practice for course play, to be honest. That stopped it, and right, smashing. Let's wait for him to finish. Now the good news is we shouldn't. Right, let's just set this going. So this Proxima, we want to create job. We don't want first waypoint, we want nearest. Notice the crosshairs are not over the Proxima, so we need to grab the crosshairs on the Proxima. This may still go around the first part of the course, so it may throw us out a little bit. That's the trouble when you are so close to other lines. I'm sorry? You what? Oh. might start again. That's not the end of the world. Yeah, he is. He's starting again. That's fine. Only trouble is, yeah, it's going to mean the. Yes, this is. Yeah, that's going to throw everything out. We need to stop the windrow. Mind you, the windrow is smaller. Yeah, exactly. It's the actual tractor, the mower may actually catch up and clock him one. We've all seen how. Right, okay. Let's get this ready. This is the last job to be done. This has to follow the windrower's settings. So it's the windrower that the baler actually follows. Let's drop that back first. Well, I didn't use much, thank goodness. Let's drop the Joskin. Oh, wow. Wow, it wasn't too heavy for it before, now it is. That's bizarre. Right, ooh. That's the windrower, fantastic. In fact, yeah, let's set him out of the way for the time being, where he's not going to get in the way. Okay. We'll stop the windrow because really he is now going to be hitting the patch. Sorry young lady. Let's move you out the way and let the mower catch up to where he was or she was before. That is the real. Let's see. This time they should in a minute get to the this is a gentleman this time with proper workwear. I was observing a young lady earlier who'd got flip-flops on. I thought, not necessarily the best health and safety practices for wearing a tractor, but hey ho. Right, so closer we to the front gates. I should be able to get past this time. That's the only trouble though. Oh no, we're quite a way away. Nope, it's round the corner. Once this has gone past, we shall set the windrower going again. This is more about courseplay than it is anything else. In fact, yeah, let's switch the lines on just for this session. It's not something I'll normally do, but for now, definitely, it's definitely a good idea. Okay, so it should be going outwards soon to the next. We've got 3 headlands, so yeah, should be joining the second headland shortly. Is it? I don't think it's got the measurements right. I don't think it's got the measurements right at all. I think we're going to need to manually adjust this because it seems to me that it's just doing it for the front mower. So it's going to literally overlap everything. Yeah, this is wrong. Glad it's done this. So then, the annoying thing is, why would you choose to show in feet when everything in Farming Simulator is in meters? Look, I've got to make a conversion now. Why would you do that? That just makes no sense to me, why anyone would choose to do that. Is there something in the settings where I can choose to show feet instead of meters? Because if there is, I haven't seen it. I'm going to have to change this. Measuring units, miles, Celsius, hectares. Yeah. So it is in miles, which would be feet. So is. So hectares, Celsius, miles. Yeah. So I don't understand why anyone would make a thing that's going to work with a game that's not in the same kind of settings as everything else in the game. Now that means I've got to make a check, because in courseplay, or am I talking out of school? Let's check courseplay settings a little bit more. Show course, stop at end, tools, turn and see width, it's all feet. Late. See the settings. No, it is honestly beyond me why, when you know a game would use meters, why you would, and courseplay used to be like that. Why would you do that? I don't get it. I just don't get why anyone would do that. There is nothing on this about meterage. So it means now that everyone's got to convert from feet to meters, which is, why would you do that to people? Right, anyway, so we're going to have to manually do this. So it is, let's first of all, thank you courseplay, let's go to mowers. We have a front mower and it is the Kuhn, which is 3 meters, plus the Cavernan, which is 4 meters, so that's 7 meters. 2.5 meters ish, 2.5 foot to every meter, so that's 7 is 14 and 17 odd feet, not what that said. Right, okay, so let's get rid of the 22 mowing, because that is now wrong. So clear current course, 22, change mode, delete entry. Oh well, it was worth doing. I am sure I want to delete that. I am absolutely sure. Right, okay, so then escape back. Now we need to create the course again. I'm glad this is all good, definitely good. So we want to create the job, and we want to courseplay fieldwork first, open generator. It's not 12 at all. It is, if we say 17, we shall see how accurate I am. Close. Now let's just have a look at the lines. And just put ourselves on the middle of the line. Now that to me is still wrong. Still not enough. That's bizarre. It should be. We should be well clear of the... Okay, let's create job. That's definitely wrong. Open generator. Let's try 18 foot then. Generate. Makes no sense to me. No, the overlap and that, you don't want any overlap. That is the centre of that line. And you should get the centre of that. That should literally be up to the edge of that line. So I suppose that is one way to actually do this then. Right, create job. Courseplay fieldwork, open, I would say. Another 4, let's try 20. Probably me that's got it wrong. Generate fieldwork. No, close. Now that looks more like it. Yes, we're almost touching the second line, which is exactly what you'd want it to be. Let's do a single course. We'll just say go rather than actually. So we want to create job, course left field workforce first point. We're not saving it just yet. Want to make sure that we're good. You what? This is bizarre. This is not making any sense at all. Create job. Right, we want to nearest. That was my fault. And we also need to change the target position to where we are now. And start. If we just see how close on the second round, I know this is faffy, but this is all about learning curves, to be honest, and we've all, that to me looks about perfect, but it's all about, we might need to adjust that by a foot or something, being as we've got to do this in such a weird way. But that was definitely totally wrong. Yeah, so I'm going to have to be starting to convert meters to feet, definitely. Why is that not cut it? Oh, it's already shifted the grass, hasn't it? It's almost like the outer round isn't right. Yeah, look, this is going to miss this because it's not quite... Oh no, it's not. Okay. This is interesting. That's what we need to see. What we're looking for is when we do, I think that is actually going to be right. There's going to be a bit of overlap actually, if anything. If you look at the centre of the line, there's going to be too much overlap on the front, but that I'd sooner be a bit of overlap than not enough. Yeah, this is going to work. There's no real reason for us to save the course, though, truthfully. We will leave this. We will the windrower, because that's the baling section. Right, let's just set this. See what happens in a minute when we do the first round. We should almost meet the line, or have a little bit of overlap. And I'd sooner have overlap so we're not missing anything out. I do apologise, but this is also as much about a course play tutorial as it is about us doing our fields, and once we've got this right, it's all a learning curve. This is a beta, so yes. It seems to not be quite on the line correctly, although yeah, if you look direct above, it's not far out. Yeah, that is actually out. That look, the overlap on that is just going to be on the front mower is going to be about perfect. So we're approaching the point where we would make the jump onto the next inner round. This all works out nicely. We should do the same with the... Let's have a quick look. Well, let's have a look at the windrower and see if this time we can get our measurements correct. Windrower. We have the Coon, I believe, which is 4.7 meters, which is doubled and then 0.4, so it's doubled is 8, 9.4 feet, and half again is 11, say 12 foot actually, should be about right. Fantastic. Now that is now on the inner row. Yeah, and it is looking perfect. There is a bit of overlap, which is what I wanted. There's a tiny touch, probably a foot and a half addition. I don't mind that, that's perfect. So, grand. Now then we need to grab the windrower in the max. And we need to, I think this did say 12 foot, if I'm honest. I'm sure it did. Whoa, what am I caught on? To be caught on something. Hedge. Right. Let's look at our create job. No, it was on. Let's open the... Yes, now that seems about right. So I wonder why the other one was only reading... It's like it was only reading the back mower, which is strange. Very strange. It's not perfect, it never was before, but that is about... I'm sure that's actually right. So actually we don't need to do anything at all. We just need to change our target position. Now then, can we zoom? It won't zoom in for some reason. We'll zoom out, but not in. That's not helping. That's me pressing the Windows key. Now why will that not zoom in? Left trigger and right trigger. No, you do not work at all. Now why are you not doing what you should do? That is so... Oh, I didn't remember this. I remember this happened one other session actually. There's absolutely no way we can see those lines like zoomed out to that extent, and for some reason that is not working. No. Forward and backwards it says. That's doing absolutely nothing. Middle mouse. Oh, do you know, seriously. Yeah, it's supposed to just be middle mouse button. It's doing nothing. Okay. Right, I'm going to stop this session because this is ridiculous. I will start the recording once I've sorted this particular problem out. See you guys and gals shortly.